Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Jess Althea's channel. Today I'll be doing a basic makeup video. I am gonna focus mostly on the base, the foundation, the concealer, and contouring, and then I'm gonna add to it to finish up the look, where we're gonna talk about those foundational steps in the makeup. Thank you for tuning into the channel. My name is Jess Althea. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I do hair videos on my locks, makeup video, and some clothing haul as well. Check out the last clothing haul I did with Fashion Nova. Head over to my channel. I will link it in the description box below. But today, let's get into this video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to know when I put a video up, and also to subscribe. So let's get into today's video, guys. Alright, so today I do have some tired eyes, so I've put the patches on just to brighten, and I'm gonna just spray my face. I had washed it just a short while ago. Put some lippy on, came on, did this here video, and I'm gonna head into putting on my makeup. But before, I have to moisturize, so I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Hydro Hello Hydration moisturizer. It's a hydrogel rich with hyaluronic acid, and so I'm gonna moisturize. After this, I'll be doing my face care, so I won't use my other moisturizers right now. We're just gonna prep. Like I said, I did just wash my face, and after this I'm gonna do my brows, and then we get into the foundation, the concealer, the bronzer, the steps I take when I'm doing that, and then yeah. So we'll moisturize, and out of habit, I'm just going to put my sunscreen on. This is my Super Goop Play, and it will just absorb right into the skin, improve the moisture as well. It moisturizes and protects. It does not irritate me at all. So yeah, nice shiny base. The makeup is ready to glide on as well. Alright, so I'm going to be doing my brows off camera, and then I will come back and get into the rest of this video. Alright, so now that I've had my brows on, if you'd like a video about that, I do have a short on how I do my brows in detail, and I switched the products up. So yeah, I am now going to go in with my primer, and today I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. It's the Power Grip actually, and it does have hyaluronic acid, and it's just another step in preparing my face to get I'm gonna remove these at this time. Just preparing my face to receive the makeup. I want it to last long. I want it to grip my face. Now, if you have oily skin, and you want a long-lasting look for the day, I suggest you use a mattifying primer, and I'll put some on the screen. If you have combination skin or just dry skin, this e.l.f. primer will do. I also like to use my LA Girl Pro primer. It's like a silicone based primer. It's my oldie but goodie. It's one of the best things. I do try out other products, so I am going to combine these two, and I'm putting it in my T-zone where I may tend to get oily first. My skin is combination, get oily here, and it's then normal around the periphery, so I'm happy for that. Then I'm gonna go into some color correcting. As you can see, I have some dark spots, some are like moles and so forth, but I have pimples that have healed and left dark spots. So I'm just gonna conceal and just to color correct those. For me, I'm going in with a concealer, but there are products on the market to cancel out the different colorations if you're Caucasian. For if you have like reddish spots, you may want to use green or a more yellowy tone undertone to get cancel more of a color wheel match kind of a thing. For me, with the darker spots on a darker skin complexion, then I usually use something that is peachy or that is orangey. Now, like I said, I don't use an actual color corrector. I use this concealer from e.l.f. I use it to carve out my brows, and I also use it to color correct as well. So I'm going to go a little bit around my mouth, which is dark, and it does a fantastic job. I have some scratches. Well, I can't tell you where I got those, but they exist, so I'm gonna just try and cancel out those dark spots. Now, all my natural molds and stuff, we're not getting into all of that. You know, they will shine through somewhat, but you know, the other spots from zits and stuff, I'm going to cancel out. This little spot here is when I had chickenpox when I was a kid, and there's one here, so those are fine. All right, I'm gonna allow that to dry down a little bit, and while that is happening, I'm gonna also put a little bit under my eye. If you see right here the darkness, that's what I'm trying to cancel out just a little bit. We don't need it all the way up here, just for the areas with a darkening spot. And I'm gonna allow for that to dry down, and then I blend it out. I am doing a closet makeover, so I'm gonna put that video when it's finished, but I'm sitting in there. It's unfinished at this point, but I want it to be my filming area. I'm gonna put a carpet down on the floor. But okay, let's get back to the subject. I am blending out this concealer that I'm using to color correct. Now, it is a concealer, so I have to set it so it stays in place for the longevity of my foundation that I'm gonna put over it. And I'm just tapping, tapping it, and you will just see that the spots are being eliminated. And then a little bit on my forehead here, and then just right under the eye. I said I am looking in the mirror because you see that darkness has been canceled. Guys, tell me if you want me to start doing some nursing related topics, whether it's diagnostics or is it just nursing 101, how to operate as a nurse professionally, etc. Yeah, I think I should start delving into talking about my profession. I was talking to God today, and I just like, what do you want me to do, God? I am somewhat, I'm gonna do my lids as well, not enjoying, you know, this channel is these days. I want it to be instrumental, informational, and so I heard nursing, but I don't know what aspect I should delve into. If I should be teaching new grads, just talking in general, how to navigate areas of nursing that one could actually be interested in. But yeah, one day, I'll get it but sound out below what you'd like to hear in that regard. It won't be immediate, it'll take some planning. So yeah. Alright, so we've canceled out all the color, and as you can see, my face looks a little bit more together in terms of no spots or blemishes shining through. It's more even. And so for that, now I have some powder that I already put on a tissue. And I'm just going to lightly set, so it doesn't slip and slide over my, oops. So here we go. Just get the excess. It's not too much, just a light set. There are some products out there that already dry down and set themselves. I think NARS has a corrector that does that. I can put some on the screen for you or down in the description box, but I'm using the concealer. Oops. I'm using the concealer like I said before, so I have to set the product with just a little bit of powder. As you can see, you can't even see the powder. It's just nice and even. All right. This is just, I'm not going anywhere makeup, so I'm not going to use my expensive foundation. I have not used my Maybelline in a long time. Alright, so your foundation is going to be the base of your face. I've corrected all the dark spots, and so now we want to put some foundation on just to create an even tone. Now you do need to get your correct shade. Now you have undertones, which is golden, warm, or cool, and I have already done a video for which I'll link to or put in the description box, where I discussed how you determine that, and then get your correct shade as well. Now I am going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me, and it is in the shade, put on your glasses and read it. It is in the shade 334, Warm Sun. So here's what you have, and again, it is a warm undertone. For me, I like a mixture of a warm goldeny undertone because my skin has a yellowy tint. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand just a little bit. You can use like a plate, a palette of sorts, but too much things to wash, easy to wash off the back of my hand. So I've put it here. Oops. And I'm just gonna apply it with this brush. This is not what this is for, but I'm just gonna apply with this brush. You have it. It's a little light. It is my winter shade. I am not going out to buy anymore, so you can always finesse your color if it is brighter. I don't like to put too much on the forehead. I'm just gonna make sure I have some under the neck as well, and then not too much under the eye because that's where my concealer is going. So now I'm going to use a fat stippling brush. You can also, if you're into sponges, use your sponge. So I'm going to use this. It's dense, it's flat, and let's just tap it in just to cover your face. You have matte foundations, you have soft matte satiny finish, and you have luminous foundation. I like to have a matte foundation. I like the matte because I do get oily is what I'm trying to say, so I don't get greasy throughout the day. Now I do have soft matte from NARS, and I do have some luminous foundation. For example, if you're on vacation and you want to be on the beach and you want to look shiny, luminous, and have your bronzer just glowing, then those luminous are good, especially If you are oily, my suggestion, if you're using the Luminous and you're already an oily girl, to put a little bit of powder below like I did, that will absorb that and you're not just totally greasy. So the foundation is down, the base of the face is down. Remember to bring it down your neck so that you don't just have a line right here that makes you look a little bit crazy and mask-like. So just cover your face well. Here's what we have. So now we're going to go into the dimensions of our face. Naturally, your face has dark shadows and bright areas where the light hits, and that's what I'm going to be doing by contouring. So putting concealer under the eye, on the forehead, and on my chin, and then contouring with a contour product just to bring back some structure to my face. Now you can use those to change the shape of your face, but today that's not really what this is about. It's just showing you the basics of putting back the natural lighting to your face. All right, so today I'm going to go in with this thread concealer. It is in the shade 05 and it is bright, so I'm just going to focus it right in the inner corner of my eye, just a little out here. The fallacies that you need a lot, down my nose where the light hits, down my chin. I'm gonna go back in and just get some for here as well, and here as well. So just strategically place it where the light hits your face. These are the natural looking places, apart from when your under eye looks dark from tiredness or you have those genetic holy bags. These are what the natural face should look like in terms of lighting. All right, then we're gonna go in with contouring. I'm gonna go in with this contour product from LYS. I'm not sure of the shade, but I'll put it in the description box or on the screen. Your contour is usually a cool toned product. You can use bronzer to achieve the same look, warming back up your face, putting back structure, but for today I'm going to use a contour product, and I'm just going to put it right on the higher point of my cheekbones. Put it right above. All right, so just tap in, and this product is, you need to wear kids gloves. It's so harsh. It's just a little goes a long way. Not in here, but above. And I'm going to blend that out a little bit more. I opt to just do that while my concealer is drying down. You can use additional product here, but I'm just going to blend this aspect out first, and then use the excess under the chin. Blend down, slim your face, and blend up to slim your face. Don't blend down, it will widen your face a bit. Shout out to my friend Nina, who wanted just some additional tips on this area. We did do a video on vacation, but it didn't come out great, so it wasn't published. So I'm taking the time out to do this video so that you can get the tips you wanted, my girl. All right, I'm gonna put this away. I've had enough of this, so that has done its job. And then let's get into blending the under eye and the other areas. All right, so now I'm going to blend out the under eye and the other areas. I'm gonna just do the chin first. Now some products will dry down pretty quickly. I'm just tapping it into the area. We don't wanna get it any further than where this is. And then I'm gonna come down the nose just lightly. I am going to contour the nose a little bit, but just wait and see. I'm just gonna drag it a little bit and then tap it in. Nothing much, just a nice natural look we're going for today, not a heavy beat. And then I'm gonna do the under eye and then just bring it out to meet this area. Okay, let's focus it in. We're concealing, still have some darkness, and then out. Just to give my face, just bring the face up, especially for the mature women like myself. We just want to bring our face up, give it some life, give it some structure, give it some va-va-voom. We don't want to look frumpy, we just want to look alive and just drag it up. I'm looking down so it doesn't get into my eye and just cancel out the natural creases under the eye. And bring it up. Alright, so what do we have here? Now you see those obvious line of demarcation. I'm gonna get rid of those with the foundation brush. Just hold a second. We'll get rid of that. Speed through this. Gotta look in the mirror to make sure I don't look like Susie Jane from wherever. Here. I'm going to reverse contour just a tad, just clean this up, and then reverse contour just a tad. Reverse contour, just bring the light from, just lighten up under here as well, just make it nice and chiseled and beautiful. And my battery is ending, so let me get a new battery and come right back. Alright, these were two Japanese brushes that I have. Got them from TJ Maxx, and this is from Real Techniques. So this is what I'm using just to tap out the line of demarcation. This was the foundation brush just to make that seamless. See how better that looks already? And I just went a little bit over it because that contour was a little harsh, so just tone it down a bit. Alright, I'm gonna just seal in the concealer. So I'm just gonna use this brush just to tap it in, just to make sure I don't have any lines. And I'm using this Huda Beauty product as my powder just to seal that in, and I'm gonna tap it out on the back of my hand, get it on the going just. And my sponge is not wet. If you prefer your sponge wet, go right ahead. But I'm cool with it not wet. It's recommended. Me not wet my brush tip, so I don't know why the sponge should I wet. And the sponge is a cesspool when it's wet. So be careful with that. So we're just setting all the areas that we use the contour. I am not baking, I am just setting. Baking is when you just leave the powder there, in excess amount of powder just to sit. And there's a time and a place for that. When you're going out for an extended period of time, that helps to keep the product in place for a longer period of time. So all those are nicely set in place. And yeah. So pretty much that's the base of my face. I'm gonna finish up this look and come back so that we can just discuss everything I just did to create a flawless base. All right, so we're going to just spray the face just to keep all the powders in place. I added a little bit of bronzer, just did a little bit of bronzer over my eyes, contoured my nose, and yeah, make sure that your spray is spraying well though. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on, finish up the look. And this is a tubing mascara from Milani for the bronzer. I went in with my Physician Formula bronzer for the lips. I did some Anastasia Beverly Hills product on the inside and outside. I used my Juvia's Paste liner, and then I used Elf's lip gloss. So this is the final product, guys. So that's the finished look, guys. Thanks again for tuning into Jess Althea's channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and the information I gave you about just the beginning aspects of makeup, the base, the foundation, the concealer, and the contouring aspect. So if you have any further questions, put your comment below. Let's engage in this video, what you'd like to know, what other videos you'd like to see, and as it relates to the nursing aspect, please put your ideas below as well. Thanks again for tuning into Jess Althea's channel, and until next time, guys, bye.